All right, welcome back to the Filthy Kitchen. Now, last video I spoke a little about luminosity and stars and things like that. I'm very tired. I'm fairly groggy. I probably should have done a quick review of that stuff before I spoke on it, but the point is, it's very easy to clarify this by looking at a couple of YouTube videos. You know, you can question magnitude versus luminosity or whatever. There's that famous chart of the stars, and it's not a star chart per se, but it's a chart that shows the size and luminosity and things like that of various stars. And it's interesting when you see some of these constellations and you realize when you see them in a three-dimensional representation that, you know, for example, the belt of Orion or something like that, like one star is here, another one is light years away, that appears just as bright, and the other one is probably closer. I believe one of those is a binary star system as well. But, you know, it's just interesting stuff. But never be afraid to clarify and things like that. And, you know, you can always show people that, you know, you were right, they're wrong, in a gentle way without making enemies. You know, in the spirit of science, we should all be trying to learn. And sadly, when egos get involved, that can be a bit of an issue. But, you know, don't be ashamed of that. Better to clarify, and sometimes you might find that you're in the wrong, or you were mistaken, or that the information has changed. In this case, probably not, but anyway, time to make some eggs. My alarm's going to go off very soon because this is the time I'm supposed to be getting out of bed. So to preempt that, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to cook 4 eggs to go with my steak. I should probably eat the smaller of the 2 steaks since I'm having these 4 eggs, but I think I can manage. If I don't eat it all, I'll put some away and have it tomorrow, so no big deal. 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs, 4 eggs. Oops. Don't want no shell in there. Try to keep the shell out. Yeah. Wonderful. All right. I got my fingers a little eggy, so I'm going to rinse. I had the residual heat from the cooking of the steaks on the pan. I don't want to burn these eggs, so I turned it off. The butter has melted. Put some butter in the pan. Just going to stir up these eggs. Now, stir the eggs, yeah. Lovely. Got my eggs, got my pan. So I'm going to put some pepper on these eggs and some cheese. I will not put salt on the eggs because there's enough salt and the cheese. And I'm going to be eating these with the steaks, so I may not even put pepper on it. Well, I'll put a little pepper on it, why not? Why not? A little pepper. Rinse the bowl. Yesterday I put up my videos. I tried to put up the videos. It took forever for them to upload onto YouTube. Hours. And one of my videos, as a result, has no views. It took so long to upload. So if you're watching my videos, please go back and see the one that has 0 views. Or very few views, because if somebody sees it, of course, it will have 1 view. So I'm just putting some cheese on these, probably about the amount I would have on a cheeseburger. 4 eggs, little cheese, takes the flavor of the yolks away. I do like my eggs a little on the cheesier side now that I've been making them this way, but yeah. I guess there's such a thing as too much cheese. I never liked cheese, but the only cheese I ever ate was kind of on cheeseburgers. Then I met a guy overseas who taught me the joys of Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, and now I put them on my eggs. So I like cooked cheese. I like pizza. I've never taken a block of cheese and eaten it as a snack. I mean, I used to eat the odd cheese slice when I was a kid, and Velveeta cheese, which is cheese food. Cheese food is kind of processed cheese that has to have a certain percentage of actual cheese in it. It used to be, I believe, used to be 50% at one time, probably 80% at another time, who knows, but now it's probably 10% or less. They change the definitions all the time. So whatever the public will accept for this term cheese food, I guess that's what it is. I came across processed cheese in something I either read or watched or listened to. Can't remember the details, but if I had to guess, I'd say it probably had something to do with wartime shortages, but I don't think that's the case, because so much cheese is produced and stored in the US that there should be no shortage of cheese. Military bunkers are being filled with this stuff all the time, so where the dairy farmers are subsidized by the government, and their whatever they produce is paid for and bought, which is kind of like the whole scenario with the wheat farmers back in the 1920s and 30s that created the Dust Bowl by buying up all the wheat that the farmers produced. The farmers, of course, plowed out everything and produced all kinds of wheat, and as a result, all the soil ended up blowing away, which is a terrible tragedy, but very simplified. You can look into the Dust Bowl and the causes of all that, and it really should never have happened and could have been prevented. Anyway, money, I guess it all comes down to how much money they can make in the easiest way possible. So these eggs, I'm folding them over now. That should weld shut as more of the egg cooks. flip that over. All right, coming along nicely. There's enough heat in that pan. I'm going to turn off the heat. This video is getting a little long. I'm going to wait until one video uploads before I attempt to upload the second one, because I think that was part of the reason why it took so long to upload the videos, was that I had two uploading at the same time. So I'm not going to do that, and hopefully these videos will upload a lot quicker than last night's videos. So we're going to call that a night. Hope you enjoyed spending some time with the Squadgeman. I certainly enjoyed spending some time with you. Now it's almost 10 o'clock. I got 45 minutes to eat and drink this coffee, get myself ready for work. So till next time, who loves your baby? This guy, don't forget it. Remember, you're somebody's favorite person in this world, probably mine. And yeah, hopefully things will improve before too long. So till next time, goodbye. Remember, love you, and I look forward to putting up some more videos soon. I've been so exhausted. I don't know if it was the infection or the antibiotics or the changing of the seasons or a combination of all the above or the traveling, but I'm hoping to get back to my old self so I can get back to putting up different types of videos again, and to get back to my boxing. Actually, I really want to get back to exercise. I did ride the bike for 10 miles today. I'm happy about that. It was actually 12 miles, but I'll call it 10. And yeah, I want to get back to the boxing. I want to get back to the lifting of weights as well, but it's just, this lifestyle has been exhausting. Anyway, we can talk further about that in the future. Till next time, love you, goodbye.